C-SPAN say, giving you the Woid, talking about the Woid there. In another timeline, the anti-one world government people were all scattered in various outpost rebel bases throughout the entire North America. Yeah. And the projection is that that's what's going to happen in this timeline. Yeah, see, in this timeline, that's what's going to happen. So people need to prepare, get their backup ammo, and get their asses to whatever bug-out location that they put themselves into in a future plan, because that's what it's coming to. And this is Temperal Rick with the Woid, talking about the Woid, yeah. Alrighty, J. Patrick Morgan, and this is the real Apolitical News segment. I'm sitting here in the Duluth, Georgia location inside a gazebo, and that's probably obvious if you're looking at any of the background. I'm in some outdoor structure here, and it was better to do this today, because yesterday I had some of the neurological things going on. For those of you that are new to these videos, you can Google aphasia and see how that would be a hindrance in a news discussion video clip. So here I am today. As I stated on a Facebook page update, I got a blast of new information from some various sources. Some of them are like direct correspondence to me. The quickie facts diggers, and then I also just get stuff from people that happen to be right there at the Ottawa Freedom Convoy, as well. So that helps me piece a lot of this together. One bit of new, not really new, but I don't even like to give places like CNN and MSNBC any ratings per se, but I did manage to hit, and Fox, I managed to hit mainstream television media to see what they're throwing out there yesterday morning before I got on the road. And one of the things that the liberal side, which is, if it takes a side, it's propaganda, it's not news. Whether it's either Republican propaganda or Democrat propaganda, depending on which television station you're watching, unless it's reported apolitically, like we do here. But anyways, they are saying that, diminishing the mandate and restrictions COVID thing, that the Freedom Convoy is about, by saying you have all these other demanders with other issues aside from that, anywhere from the calling out the climate change propaganda to child trafficking. We're against a lot of these other things, but my recommendation, first and foremost, concerning that part of it, that they're saying that it's so multifaceted issue that it'd be impossible to meet all the demands of the protest. Blah 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 is the mainstream media push on that. So you're going to have to gather people together with a big post it everywhere campaign that this is about, the restrictions and mandates. For the other stuff, that's what's on the table. The other stuff, sure, it's on the table, but you want to take these battles one at a time. Don't overstretch your resources of people and things, and that also causes bunches of confusion between separate things and so on. And we want to call that out as lamestream media lying, and get everybody onto it. This is about the mandates and restrictions. um, you know, Push it out there. Maybe some other people that are there for other reasons aren't going to put that out there, and say, no, we want all of this and like that. But if you show a significant, at least up in the 70 to 80 to 90% of the people are saying this is about mandates and restrictions, um, and put that thing out there as part of the campaign, with everybody doing it. Show them, that, yeah, there's some fringe people with the other issues, but this is about the mandates and restrictions. And then that shoots lamestream media's rhetoric on that down. So I'd like to see that both in the Ottawa thing and the preparing for the convoy to D.C. You take these if you put them all in one bunches, then they're going to say, pick apart, and you know, you focus on what started with it, the mandates and restrictions to begin with, and pound on that, and so that um, you, step by step, you don't take every court case in one single court case, like that. Any civil trial lawyer and like that will tell you that in the class action situation, it's focused on one thing at a time. You have a class action for this and that, and the same concept we should be applying with the demands in these protests. And otherwise, like I said, you're scattering your armies too thin between everywhere. It's one of the big mistakes of the further conquerings of the Roman Empire before it fell. Uh, Putting too many eggs, burning the candles at 5 different ends, or however you want to metaphor that. And so, yeah, we need to keep on with the peacefulness of it. That's why they want to cut a lot of the direct video uploads from getting on the internet, is because it's not showing flipping over cop cars and looting and insaneness or terrorist acts in these videos from people that are there. So that's why one of the ideas was projected out there of them blocking through internet sources, resources, or companies that they happen to know internet out of the area. Well, you just record. If you can't put it up live, you just record it. And I did the recommendation in the groups already of the phone tossing thing. You know, in the recording process, you know, they might say, use the thing of we can confiscate your phone. So the phone tossing is you have a buddy that's like 20 feet back or something, and you toss the phone to them. If police are coming after their phone, they're 20 feet away and there's a big crowd, and they can just like, and you have a predestined meeting point. That you go pick up your phone later and you kept your video footage. The only reason anybody would suggest shutting down the video uploads really, I think would have more to do to not be able to show anything illegal that the Canadian government does in their responses in Ottawa. Yeah, so recording is still important, and have the phone toss system. If you're going to be up there in front of things and taking video, have a phone toss buddy. Toss your phone back, they take it way away so it can't be confiscated, and you can still show that, hey, this is bullshit, and you've got it right on video. Yeah, I made the end of day's discussion very short and sweet because I knew this segment would probably going to run 12 to 15 minutes, and we're already past 10 minutes on here. So, yeah. Keep up the good work of keeping it peaceful. We don't need any kind of disruptors, and we need to watch for disruptors. Hey, Miss Ezra. I said no barking. Yeah, the sidekick is being unruly. They're not over here, they're over there. You shush. Where was I? Yeah, the peacefulness, you know, watching for other people that are maybe disruptors. That's both for Ottawa going on now and DC thing in planning. You know, we've seen it before. Bus loads of counter protesters and stuff, and you know, trying to set each other up and do each other up and make it a big confusing mess, and making the good guys look like bad guys. Yeah, we can't get careless in any way with that. They do have people from the other side that come in and look like they're on our side and burn something down or do something, you know. It's that's not conspiratorial. They do that. They have done that. We know they do that. Separate yourself from anything, you know, that looks suspicious in certain circles of protesters. You know, and look out for people that are saying, well, hey, let's take a sledgehammer to this, or you know, something illegal suggested. Watch out. Take note of those people, you know, because I expect it. We've already seen it and reported in groups in some cases. People saying, hey, let's do this and that. So do be watching for any of that. And of course, obviously you're going to knock that down, not condone it, separate yourself from any groups of people that might even suggest anything like that. And they're probably from the other side and want to make it look like we're the bad guys. That's the biggest updates I can give you concerning that. It's still a big cluster F. As far as the disinformation and misinformation, also for new people to this thing, misinformation is, incorrect information, maybe by accident, or thinking that you know it but you don't know it. That disinformation is giving you bad information on purpose to set you up or to set something up that, in the favor of the other side in any way. Ezra. That dog. And we did pass the 15-minute mark I expected. I'm going to kind of close this up here. That's a lot to toss out with my rambling ass. Obviously, I'm not a professional news reporter, but part of not being a professional news reporter is refusing to report lies just because some one side or another says it's so and just put it on the TV like that, and I don't do that. So it's 15 minutes and 40 seconds and counting. This is J. Patrick Morgan with real apolitical news, and I'm killing it here. Alrighty, busy day today. In break mode from one of my side work positions and everything, just kind of waiting in the vehicle, and this is the end of day's discussion segment on the this week's Wise Men Say YouTube and Rumble channel uploads. So the topic for end of day's discussion is church gossip, and it has been a problem for a long time, and it's still a problem, and we're in a time period where it needs not to be a problem anymore. You're looking at the globalist entities, those that deceive all nations with their sorceries, that have pretty much infiltrated our government systems and our church clergy, council members, people in every aspect of our lives. They're very high up in corporate positions for international corporations. They have way more influence than any group of people should ever have on a society, and that's where we're at in 2022. So we're going to talk about losing the attitude towards whatever sins or activities our church peers are involved in or doing or haven't moved past in their seeking God by going to church and Bible studies, because that causes division among Christians, and these elites of the world are very united. So the Christians of the world also have to be very united. There can't be any of this person is having a cigarette outside of church, or this person was seen with a person other than their spouse, and crap like that. So what you're going to have to do is lose the church gossip. And this is J. Patrick Morgan with the end of day's discussion clip. And we're moving on to the next clip. Killing it here. And here I am in like bright clothing and stuff. I was just out a little earlier and just drop out of the overall. This is the parody of I Don't Need No Doctor for all truther circles. And so this can be added to part of our mantras on the health agency and farmer corruption end of things. And that's 99.9999% in the Western medicine sector. You have much more honesty and integrity and holistic, homeopathic, naturopathic research, because there's not quite as much profits in that as there is in drugs that make everybody addicted and feel good, and mostly addicted, and that are poisons that cause side effects and things. So yeah, this I Don't Need No Doctor is nothing like the Great White version or the three versions before Great White. So in word sense, it's just the chords and melody are the same. This is a parody. I don't need no doctor. Keep me on 10 farm drugs. I don't need no doctor. The health agencies are just thugs. All I need is some lunky and thinking vitamin D and C, because I don't need no doctor. 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 I don't need no doctor to stick a long swab up my nose. And I don't need no doctor to fit me for no breathing hose. I just need to eat a hot pepper and out the lungs that mucus goes, because I don't need no doctor. 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 Doctor to stick a camera up my ass. And I don't need doctor, I don't need no doctor, I don't need no doctor, I don't need no doctor. Alrighty, don't need no doctor. And that's telling it like it is. J. Patrick Morgan, DY's band Say Do. And this will be clipped off from Real Apolitical News as just a simple music video. I'm killing it here. So like, dude, Alterego here. And welcome to another edition of So Like Dude. So, J. Patrick Morgan of Real Apolitical News has been telling me about these things on social media called sales bots. And I don't understand very much about social media programming and shit, dude. But man, what I understand is that a social media bot will send random friend requests to people that they don't even know, that they find on public threads, which to me, threads is like what I'm wearing, you know, threads or something. But and then the social media bot is connected to all these people trying to sell you shit, and you know, just randomly sell you cryptocurrency or a weight loss product or something else that they're selling. And it's kind of a how do you figure out if the person's selling you something is going to actually send you something, or are they selling you a second-rate version of something else instead of what you think you're getting? And that shit can be like confusing. So what J. Patrick Morgan has been doing is studying these social media sales bots so that in the future he can do like a real apolitical news report on understanding spamming. And to me, spamming is like making a sandwich out of processed meat, but on the internet, spamming is something else. And so he's going to be doing a news segment later this month, specifically on spammers that are really selling something and spammers that are just scammers. So it's up to me, alter ego, to tell you, man, to tell you, brah, that you really need to watch these odd friend requests and things on Instagram and Facebook and places to know that who you are dealing with or who you don't want to deal with. And so this is Alterego, and just keeping you informed with this edition of So Like Dude.